Okay, you guys, me and Miss Barnes are gone today, so I want to make sure that we go over the question of the day really well so you have that to work on. So you had 3 parts: draw the bonding for potassium and sulfur, do the crisscross method to find the formula, and then name the compound with potassium and sulfur. So let's start by drawing. So we're going to draw 1 potassium and 1 sulfur. So potassium has 1 valence electron, and sulfur has 6. Okay, our next step then is to to transfer the electrons. So potassium will give its 1 to sulfur. Unfortunately, though, it is not happy yet, so sulfur needs 1 more. So we're going to add a second potassium. And then we're going to give that 1 to sulfur as well. So when we're done here, each potassium has given away 1 and will become a charge of +1. Since we have 2, we want to write it twice. And then sulfur gained a total of 2 electrons, and we only needed 1 sulfur. So that is going to be a -2. So using this method, we get a formula of K2S. Now we want to check that with our new crisscross method. So we're going to start with finding the charges for each of our elements. So potassium has 1 valence electron. It'll lose that 1 electron in order to have 8 in the shell below it. So it becomes a +1. Sulfur has 6 valence electrons. So it wants to gain 2 more to get to 8. 6 plus 2 is 8. When you gain negative electrons, you become negative. And now the fun part, we want to crisscross. So the 1 is going to go down to the 2, and the 2 is going to go down to in front of or after the K. So we rewrite this as K2S. Now we notice that with both methods, we got the same formula. So that's what we should see. And then our last step is to name it. So K is a metal. So we write the full name of the metal as potassium. And then our non-metal, we take off the ending and add IDE. So sulfur, we're going to take off the and add the IDE. So that becomes sulfide. So the answer to our question of the day had 3 parts: the drawing, the crisscross method, and then the name.